Hello and welcome to From Under the Willows. I'm Maya. We'll be doing a standing practice that requires about 10 to 15 minutes of your time. We'll focus on opening up those hips and also on moving through the spine. All right, let's begin. Find yourself in a standing position, either feet wide apart where you have a little more stability, or feet together for more of a challenge. Inhale your arms up and exhale your arms down. Some options here: if you like to use a belt, you can use a belt, opening up for some space and also alignment, holding from hand to hand. Exhale down. A little more of a challenge: rise onto the balls of your feet, heels up. As you come up, try to coordinate heels together as you come up, and exhale down. Trying to drop the heels at the same time as the arms coming down by your side. A couple more times. Last time. Woo! Fell over there. That's okay. That's what happens sometimes. Nice wide stance. And let's bring our arms out to the side, our feet in a turned out position, and bending the knees over top of your feet there, making sure they're in line with your toes. Okay, so this might mean that you have to be less of a ballerina with your toes not out as much. We're doing an external rotation of the hips here. And let's just bounce into this gentle positioning, warming up the thighs, warming up the legs, feeling the engagement of the legs all the way through to your feet. Check and make sure those knees are directly over your toes or in line with your toes. So what tends to happen is the knee kind of caves inwards. So open up that thigh, the inner thigh working. If you need a break, just straighten the legs. Good. And straighten the legs now. We'll do a little bit of a standing cat-cow. First, we'll focus on the feet. So you're going to turn the foot in, the right foot in, bend the knee and lift the heel. And you're going to keep the other leg straight. See how that works there? And then swiveling down. So we're just working on the feet here. Turn the knee in, lift the heel, and swivel down. One more time, just the feet. Good. And last time. If that's enough, just stick with the feet. If you want to add cat-cow, you're going to round the back as you go to one side. You can push the tops of the hands away and then come to center. Open up the chest. Other side, swivel, push away, round the back, tuck the chin to the chest. Come back to center. Open up the chest, lift the chest area. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift, straighten up. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. 2 more times each side. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. If you like to bend the front knee, that's okay. That works as well. Last time. Good. And let's bounce into this middle position, goddess position, we call it. Feel the legs working, especially the inner thigh and the thigh muscle. Relax the shoulders down. And straighten. Let's do the cat-cows one more time. You can probably feel some heat happening here. You're really working the body. Remember, you can bend that front knee if you'd like. Inhale and look up on this if you'd like, and arch the back a little more. Exhale. Inhale. One more time each side. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Good. Okay, let's bend one knee to the other, reaching from side to side. Good. And moving into side angle pose. On the left side, getting into your warrior two stance, you can place the forearm on the thigh, leaning into this, but creating space in an open torso, arm overhead. If you can reach the ground and you like this variation, where you have your arm overhead or even reaching up to the sky, you can use a block. Press into that back foot. Keep breathing. And from here, moving into your triangle pose. Straighten the front leg, triangle pose. Create space, torso away from the leg. So you want that space to be there. On an inhale, rise. Exhale, change to the other side, side angle pose. Bending that front knee. Making sure your heels are in line with each other, so there's a line from the back heel to the front heel. Or if you need a little more stability, you can have separate tracks. Choosing your variation, breathing into it. And moving into your triangle pose. On the next inhale, reach up, stand up. Let's go into a forward runner's lunge. So your hips will be facing the front of your mat. You can place your knee down if you'd like, but if you want more intensity, your knee will remain straight, your leg straight in the back. Placing your hands on the inside of that front foot and bending the elbows down. If you're able to get onto the ground with your forearms, press into your forearms, shoulders away from the ears. Long torso. Great hip opener here. Some of you might like pigeon pose. If you do, you can feel free to move into that if you feel warm enough. And come on up. Bring your foot on the ground in the back, straighten the front leg, forward fold, and bend the front knee. One more forward fold. Exhale. Let's change to the other side. Runner's lunge. Here, back leg is straight or bent. Starting with your hands on the inside of the front foot. Feel free to bend those elbows to get even deeper into this. Keep breathing. Shoulders away from the ears. Open up those hips. And if you'd like to move into pigeon, feel free to do so. Slowly coming up, straightening both legs, bringing the back leg in a little bit, pressing into the ground with your foot. Straighten that leg and fold forward. Bend the knee for a bit of relief if you need to, and then another exhalation, fold forward. And slowly come on up, root to rise, back to center, going into your tree pose. So tree pose can also have your foot down here or your toe on the ground. Remember, you can have many different variations in this forest that we have. And the swaying back and forth in the wind is also something that can happen in the forest. If you fall over, it's okay. Come back up again. Back through to center. Switch to the other side. A drishti point might be useful here too. Some like to focus on a point that's unmoving, that you can visually look at, that can help with your balance. But also some may focus on a little point in behind the belly button and feeling that stability and that center within yourself. Placing your foot down. And last but not least, our mountain pose to finish the practice. Rooting through the feet, feeling the foundation that you've created through this practice as the energy lifts up through your whole body, all the way to the third eye and to the crown. Opening up the heart, opening up your mind. Moving through your day with grace and kindness. Thanks for joining me.